I don't know what the hell is going on, right? But I just uploaded that video talk that I did about the tumultuous petition in Act 1661 after I finally found the full, complete text, which was not appearing. I can't say that I raked through hundreds of search results, but I checked a few pages and the full, complete act wasn't appearing, and there was, people had written about the act, but I wanted to see the actual complete words of it. And I found on my computer that I did have a document, a government briefing leaflet about petitioning from 2005 or something, that it mentions it. So I did have a document that mentions it, but I'd never really, I didn't really think that was significant at the time, or I probably overlooked it. But I think the fact that Edward Fitzgerald hasn't included it in his first book, I've spoken to Edward in Messenger, and he says that he's got a lot more material that didn't go in the book. But if his book's about the petitioning right, that act is absolutely critical. It's mega critical because it is like it helps to explain the legal situation with the prosecutions, right? And so it's important. And the fact that he doesn't mention it in his entire first book it's meant to be the compendium for rights is kind of weird. So now that I've read the whole act, it's actually completely and totally clarified everything. Even without, but we've done loads of legal research anyway on it, on immunity and, legal papers on other stuff, which I've put in complaint to the Judicial Office of Investigations. This is the sort of thing that Joy Lamore needs to be doing. But they had a meeting recently with, Jonathan N. Fuller and the Good Law Project and Chris Packham and some other people into what, although they're pursuing, climate justice and so forth, which not a lot of people are, you see, the weird thing with Richard Verbe's programme is that he is really wanting to protect the countryside and support the countryside, which is something that Extinction Rebellion want to do, but he doesn't believe in climate change. But at least Extinction Rebellion like the countryside and the trees and want to protect it like Chris Packham. So there are some things that they can agree on, which is kind of what Chris Hedges was saying. All these groups have got to come together on the things they do agree on in order to defeat the corruption. Because the reason we got into the situation we're in is because of the corruption, right? I can't believe The Hill actually had their channel taken down. I didn't know that, but they've just kind of let us know about it. So I think, The Hill has got, people on the show who have got law qualifications. So, I mean, you'd think that they would be kind of helping us out with this and pushing it. Because RFK, John Campbell, even The Hill have had channels or videos taken down when they shouldn't have had them taken down, really. So, I mean, I don't even know. The worst thing is that the 1688 bill is about ministers, councillors and judges who are subverting the laws and rights, which is exactly what they're doing now. And the point in that bill and protection is to protect us from that. And what the Petitioners Committee in Parliament are currently doing is subverting the laws and rights, which is like, Martin Day and the rest of the 11 members of the committee. We're back to square one, but they believe that, they're the best thing since sliced bread, that they're, the sun shines out of the bottoms, that they're good citizens, that they're not only good citizens, they're right and honourable, they're the ministers. But what they're actually doing is lying. They're subverting our rights. And this is but then again, what can you do? Because Andrew Bridgen is an MP, an elected member of Parliament, and it doesn't really seem like he can help us, Although when he sends emails to YouTube from his email address, it says parliament.gov. So it's from the Parliament of England, right? I don't know why Jeremy Corbyn isn't doing more. These people are meant to have access. Now, if the lawyers that they've got access to, if the advisors, if the Ministry of Justice are advising them the wrong way, then you've got the situation that Andrew Bridgen's got where he's at odds with his he's been expelled from his party. He's at odds with the other ministers, even in the chamber. But what's happening is our rights are being undermined, subverted by Parliament, Starmer is meant to have been leader of the CPS. He's meant to be being a human rights lawyer, but he's continuing to bolster this subversion. It's his party. This woman from Newcastle, the Labour Party woman who's the chairman of that petitions committee. It's just scandalous. I mean, it really is. And then the fact that 38 Degrees were withholding as data from us when it's our data, they weren't protecting our data from other people. They were protecting it from us, and then removing petitions, that have are protected. If you don't have a petition site, it doesn't matter if it's private or not. It's protected. It's just wrong. But here, I've uploaded that Tumultuous Petitioning Act, and I don't know what's happened, but I've got two different addresses for it. There's two different URLs for the video, and I don't know why that is. They look the same. The first part of them is the same, but the second part isn't. I really don't know what's going on. Why would the first part I don't even know where these two different URLs have come from.